This is a form and genre evaluation of my double page thread. Within the double page thread, I've included some of the conventions particularly found in formal magazine reviews such as Sight and Sound. However, I've also broken some conventions that are typically featured in them. Through the use of the striking and powerful main image within my double page thread, I'm able to attract an audience. I use this image on the right hand side of the double page thread to not distract from the text. We decided to follow convention that we found within the Sight and Sound magazine. Within one of the articles in the July 2014 issue, we found that many of the articles featured a block of blank colour on the left hand side and the main image on the right hand side. Within the image itself, Jersey Bud, the main feature within our documentary, is pointing and looking directly at the camera. The camera, in essence, is the audience. Jersey is interacting directly with the audience. We hope that brings a more honest, a more direct approach, and therefore the reader wants to engage with our article. We further wanted to follow convention and hoped that through the image we have chose and the use of Jersey Bud, it conveys the genre in which our documentary is. To pull both the image on the right and the bland text on the left together, we decided to place a pull quote across both pages. We wanted to put this in white for it to stand out. We also put it in the same lettering as what is our initial title, Signed. We felt this was important in order to gain synergy across all of our products. Keeping with convention, we decided to indent and make larger the first letter of our article, which in this case is the B. We put the B and several other important facts within the article in orange. This orange is the same colour as you can see on the right hand side of the page where it says the shed. We felt this was important to again link the left and right hand side page together. Again, following conventions from what we'd seen in other educated review magazines that we'd seen, such as Sight and Sound, which we'd got research from, we decided to put, instead of the title of our documentary, which is Signed, we decided to put a review type header on the top of the article itself. Another aspect of the double page spread that we used because it was following convention was putting the name of the magazine itself and the page number on the left hand side rather than the right hand side. We saw this in several different magazines on the left hand side with the block text rather than on the image, as it distracted from the image itself. The pull quote itself didn't break convention, however having it on the left hand side of the page on top of the image did. We couldn't find anything similar which had a pull quote on the right hand side, and we wanted to be slightly different and individual in doing this. This is why it was placed here. Now let's talk about the content within the actual article. It took us a long time to try and develop the right style of writing that goes into a formal and more sophisticated article rather than what you see in Total Film and Empire. This style of writing is sophisticated and only understood or only read often by the type of audience in which we chose to approach. Overall, I think it was a success in constructing this article. This is mainly because we weren't sure what we were getting into at the start, as we were a bit blind to how much effort was actually going to have to going into the actual content in which had to be wrote, and how much dispute there was going to be in terms of layout, as there's so many different approaches you can take. We followed much convention when making this, as we were a bit unsure what we could break and what we couldn't break. Apart from the pull quote being on the right hand side, the other thing that we decided to not include, which was going against the conventional nature of these type of magazines, is putting larger blocks of text and larger pull quotes within the actual columns of text itself, so within the article. We decided not to do this because we wanted to maintain this professional manner which we have got across all three of our products. The only thing, reflecting on this, that I would probably change is at the time of shooting within the production stage, we should have found a better shot, and we should have been more focused on the ancillary task itself rather than just the main production. In this way, we would have actually been able to decide then what shot was going into this, rather than looking and trying to find an image to suit